Okay, don't forget, if you want to put some music on, then it's your opportunity to do that right now. Oh, Dawn. Hiya, Dawn. That's it. So pop some music on if you want to. And we're going to get straight on with warming up. So we're going to start in a standing position. And we're going to continue with the theme that we were working on last week, which was all around strength and resilience. And we're going to do some work on core strength this week again. And also just revisiting and going back to basics on breath. So if you just want to start by giving yourself a shake out, I know lots of people have been working, had very busy days, perhaps haven't had much time. So giving yourself a little shake is a really nice way of just letting go of the day. So just let go of your day and shake out. Just feel into your body. So start to connect with your awareness and feel your arms and your fingers shaking out. We're going to take the hands up and we're going to do 3 circles, but just keep a bit of movement going into the wrists, into the elbows and through the shoulders. And then we'll have a big stretch, wiggle the fingers, and then round to the other side. So soften through the knees. And another circle. Can you see me okay, Dawn? Give me a little wriggle. Yep. And then coming down. And then we're going to just shake and twist a little. So looking behind. So just starting to move the spine. Keep that wriggling going. And then we're going to come forward. So engage your core. And just give yourself a little shake down towards the floor. Take care with your back. And then coming up. And we'll just pause for a moment. Feel that lovely alive feeling. That wonderful tingling alive. I'm doing my yoga feeling. And then we're going to go over towards the right. So the right leg, weight on the right leg and give yourself a shake. So make that foot really floppy. Loosen out. And then a little bit of a stir, first one way, and then the other way. Oh, I nearly went then. And then let's have a little shake out to the side. So weight through that right foot, and to the back if you want to, and to the side again. So remember, always just working within your comfort. So no need to go too strong. And we'll do a little swing to finish, just to really wake up. I'm seeing lots of feet here. That's it. See if you can show me the sole of your foot. Yes. Don't worry if you're sideways. And then let's pause. And hopefully you can just feel your heart rate starting to go. Feel the blood starting to pump around the body. And we'll just swap legs now. So stand tall. And let's do a little shake. It's just a really nice way of waking up the body and getting yourself ready for your yoga. Just starting to connect with the mind and perhaps just stop a little bit of the chatter and the busyness. We'll do a little bit more of a shake, take care with the knee. And then if you're feeling so inclined, we'll do a little swing. So we've got a nice balance of strengthening and stretching. I'm feeling very wibbly wobbly tonight. I do like the fact that Teddy is getting very excited here. Teddy the dog is really getting involved in this class. I hope some of you can see. And it's not Charlotte's Teddy. And we'll have a shake. We have Charlotte normally on Tuesday. She's not here this week. So we've got Mandy's Teddy. And he's getting very excited. And shake out those legs, loosen the neck. Relax the mouth and the jaw, and then pause. Keep still for a moment. And breathe that in. Breathe that energy, that movement. And then keep the feet about shoulder width. And we're going to start to warm up the spine. So we'll do these little scoops that we do, because it's a nice way of working the shoulders. So it's like we're scooping down to the side of the knee and we're circling the shoulders as well. So the right shoulder circles, the left shoulder circles, and we're taking that backwards. So the circle movement is backwards. At the moment, the arms are down by the knees, but then we're going to change it. And we're going to take the elbows to the rib cage. So just listen to your body, only moving as much as is comfortable for you. And then finally, if it's comfortable, we're going to do like we're doing the backstroke. One side and then the other. So bring that stretch into the shoulder girdle, across the front of the chest. You can follow the hand with your gaze if that feels comfortable for your neck. And then we're going to come back, elbows, and then down, scooping by the knee. So we've got a nice kidney squeeze going on, and a side bend. And then we're going to pause. So hopefully you felt that into your lower spine and your lumbar. And we're just going to circle the shoulders out a little bit. So we're going to do 3 circles forward. So fingertips on your shoulders, and then circle with your elbows. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. That's 3 one way, and then let's change direction. So coming up, forward, open up that space between the shoulder blades. Really nice. Use your out breath and stretch and let go. We'll do 1 more. And then release. Okay. Nice familiar movement now. We want to warm the whole spine up. We're going to be doing a new posture tonight that we've not done before, or some of us are. Depends where you're at with your yoga practice and how your back's feeling. So we're going to do a progression from the Sphinx and the Cobra called the snake. But before we do that, we really need to warm our back muscles up. So imagine you've got a figure of 8 and your hands are drawing that figure of 8 sideways. So it's lying on its side, and the crossover point of the 8, where the 2 circles join, is right in front of your heart. And your feet are shoulder width apart, and your spine is going like a tree in the wind, side to side. And we are intentionally moving the spine like this because it really helps to build that strength and flexibility into the spine. And then we'll just be quite free with that movement now, just moving it wherever you feel like you might want to work with the spine. So you could go down towards the floor, go behind, give the kidneys a squeeze again, bring a twist in, all the way up to the ceiling, stretch the rib cage, just wherever you feel like you want to move. And then bit by bit, we'll bring that movement slower and slower and release. And hopefully you can feel that into your spine and your back. So we're going to just take the feet wide. So they're still shoulder width apart, and we're going to draw a circle again. So we're drawing a circle, but this time it's with the whole of the pelvis. It's more like a rugby ball shape, really, isn't it? So you're drawing your navel in towards your spine a little bit, and we're just easing out. So if you've done a lot of sitting today, then this is going to be really good. And then we'll change direction and go the other way. So let those hips feel that as well. And then come back to center. Bring the feet a little bit closer together. So we're going to do a lateral side bend. So now that we've warmed the back up a little bit, we're going to move it in some different ways. So take the right hand up and then come over to the left. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So really simple, breathing in. See if we can coordinate the breath. Breathing out, breathing in and out. And we just want to do this just to warm the spine up, because it likes to go to the side, but it's not something that you would just do every day. So we're just going to do that just to give it a nice stretch. One more time on each side. Breathing in as the right arm goes up. Breathing out as we go to the side. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time to the left. And down. Okay, we're going to do a bit more movement. I'm just going to turn my radiator down, which is what I always forget to do because I've been working in here all day, so I like it nice and warm, but now it's boiling. So I'm going to go sideways, but you can step forwards and back if you want to, so you keep facing the camera. So you're going to anchor your left foot, so your left foot doesn't move, and your right foot goes forward and backwards, and forwards, and backwards. That's it. So here we can be as dynamic or as gentle as we want. So if you have a tweaky lower back, or you want to keep your yoga practice very gentle, you may just want to lift the arms up a little, quite slow, maybe a very soft bend in the knee, and that will be you. If you want to, you can make this much more dynamic and introduce a gentle back bend and a front lunge. And when you do that lunge, just making sure the right knee is above the right foot. So don't overshoot, because that will be a strain on that right knee. You can lift the left heel off the floor, but no pinching in the lower back. We don't want that. Breathing in and out. In and out. One more time. In and out. Bring the feet together. And we'll do the other side. So we're going to anchor the right foot and move the left. Breathing in and out. So it may be that you're just here, remember, and you don't need to step out too far. So you know your body, you know where you're at, and you know what you want to get out of the yoga practice tonight. So keep that coordination going and see if you can focus on opening up the chest and the heart area. Expand the lungs a little. You might want to just look up a little as you come forward. And then this will be the last one. Bring the feet together and relax. Okay, we're going to do another twist. So feet are wide again, and this is where we're going to twist the spine. And again, I'm going to give you a nice gentle option, and then the opportunity to make it stronger and more dynamic if your back's okay with that. So everybody knows this movement really well. So just begin by having the awareness in the top part of your body, and we're just going to twist from the hips. So as part of warming up the spine, we always want to have a couple of twists. So when we do these, take the time just to warm up before our yoga practice. We're really helping to prevent injury because we've warmed up adequately and particularly focused on the spine. Okay, so this is the opportunity to make this stronger if you want. So we don't want the knees going in a different direction to the feet. So if you do want to twist, make sure that you're swiveling on your feet. You can raise your arms up to shoulder level and do a turn and a twist. There's a bit of balance involved in this. You're going to feel the stretch now if you're doing this version right across the front of your chest. Feel the spine rotate. Bring your awareness into the base of the spine, up through the middle of the back and up into the neck. Look behind, and then we'll lower the arms back down and gradually slow that movement. Whew. Now your back is really happy with you because you've already done some really nice movements that make your back happy. We just got 2 more warm-ups. So you can step out again. I'm just going to the side. So step out with your right foot. We're going to lift up again. You can have the hands all the way up, or you can come lower, and then we're going to come down. Take the arms behind if you want to, and then lift up. And if you want to, you could lift your left heel and then come down. So bend the left knee as you come forwards and straighten as you come up. Take care with your lower back. And what we're trying to do is warm up the hamstring of the right leg. We did this one last week, I think, so I'm sure you all know exactly what you're doing. So breathing in and again. If you do tend to be a little bit tweaky in your lower back, you won't want to arch that back too much. You want to keep it nice and gentle. And then coming down, lift those arms up if you want. And the next time we come forward, let's hold. So bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. That's it. And we're actually stretching the right hamstring just behind the right thigh. Everybody got that? You're all looking good. And then gently coming up. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So this time, the left leg comes forward. Yep. Had a momentary blank there. And then we're going to go again. So breathing in and breathing out. So you should feel that area, particularly behind the thigh. It might even be a little bit into your calf as well, just stretching out as you come forward. And we're doing it in a flow so that we can just gently warm that hamstring up. Let's do 2 more. And then the next time we come down, we'll just hold it for a few seconds, keeping the right knee bent, left leg straight. And if you want to, you could just flex up the toes of the left foot, but that might not be necessary. You might be getting a lovely stretch without flexing the foot at all. And remember, we're only ever on an 80%, so we don't want 100%. We don't want to be maxing out the stretch at all. We're working with the body. And then gently coming up. And we've just got one more move to do, and we're all warmed up. Quite a long warm-up tonight. I've now got the window open. That's how hot it is in here. I'm actually doing hot yoga at the moment. It's the only trouble, isn't it, with central heating? Okay, so final movement is our skiing movement. And we're just going to imagine that we're skiing down a really steep mountain. Lift, breathing in. And then as you breathe out, bend the knees, take the arms back, straighten the legs, and a few more times. So keep your core switched on and just work with whatever feels good for you. So if anything feels uncomfortable, then you just need to soften the movement. But if you can, really give a good strong out breath. Empty those lungs. Let go of anything that you need to let go of from the day. And we'll do one more full movement. And then the next time we come forwards, let's just stay here. So relax the arms, keep your knees soft, and see if you can lengthen out the head. So your core's switched on, you're drawing your navel in towards your spine, you're gently pulling in your pelvic floor muscles, and then you're just allowing the body to fold forward. You feel the weight of your head just lengthening through the spine. Knees are soft. That's it. And we'll just do a little swing from side to side. Just a gentle swing. And then come back into a center position. And just swivel your feet so they're hip distance apart. And take a moment on the out breath to refresh your core muscles. So just breathe out and then engage again. And then let's just uncurl the spine. So right from the base, we're coming up through the lumbar, into the middle of the spine, up into the shoulder area and the neck. And then we'll give ourselves a fabulous stretch. And just take a moment just to feel how just those simple movements make you feel. Hopefully you can feel the difference and just feel a little bit lighter, a bit freer, maybe a bit more space in the body. Okay, grab a drink, take a layer off, put a layer on, whatever you need to do. we're going to be down on the mat now. So if you'd like to adjust your cameras just a little bit so that I can still see you. I'm just going to do a few stretches first, and then so we're going to be on the mat for all the stretches, and then from there we're going to start having a look at this 7-stage cobra. Okay, so hopefully you can see me there. That's it. Okay, so if you'd just like to start by lying on your back, make sure that you can, obviously make sure that you can still see me. So lie on your back, and we're just going to take the opportunity to have a little circle and a rock. So first of all, just having your hands resting gently on your kneecaps, and just give that whole sacrum a lovely massage, as we do so many times. There's lots and lots of nerves in this part of the back, as you know. So we're just taking a moment just to give that a massage, and also just draw the knees in a little and ease out any stiffness or tightness there in that lower part of the back if you've been sitting. Okay, and then very gently just lower the feet down onto the floor. And we just got a couple more stretches to do for the back particularly. So the first one is a piriformis stretch, which you'll know really, really well if you come to my class regularly. So you've got two options here, depending on how your back is. Okay, now it may be that you would prefer to use a strap here, and I'm sorry, I should have said at the beginning of the class, it's probably good if you always have a strap handy in the class. Most people won't need a strap. Most people will not need a strap, but occasionally you may. So I'm just going to show you, if you put your right thigh over your left thigh, so your left foot is still on the floor and your right thigh is over your left, so your right foot is actually just in the air, and then you just draw both legs in, and you can possibly hold on just behind your right thigh or maybe behind your left thigh. Okay, and you're going to feel a stretch into that right buttock. It's called the piriformis muscle right here. Okay, so both feet are now off the floor. As you feed your hands, yeah, that's it. I think most people have got it. Now, this is actually stage 1 of the stretch, but I just wanted us all to do it. And we're just going to breathe and relax. If you know this stretch really well and you want to go straight into stage 2, that's fine. But this is a good stretch in its own right, so you'll still get plenty from it. And then we'll just lower down and we'll swap over. So both feet on the floor, left thigh over right. Keep your right foot on the floor for a minute, and then lift that right foot away. Bring the thighs into the chest, and then if you can, just taking your fingers and clasping them behind either your right thigh, or if that's too hard, then maybe just your left, and just drawing in. And this is where you could use a strap if you wanted to. So if it's difficult for you to draw both legs in, then just use a strap there. And we're just going to breathe, relax the jaw, relax the throat, relax your shoulders as best you can, and just enjoy that stretch into that left side. So this can get very tight and can affect your back as well. So it's really good to stretch it out. We haven't done this stretch for a little while. And then on an out breath, we'll lower both feet down. Okay, so you can either do that again. If you want to try a stronger stretch this time, instead of putting your right thigh over your left thigh, put your right ankle onto your left knee. And this time, either with a strap or your hands, we're going to feed that behind the left thigh. So hopefully you can see me doing that now. So you create like a triangle with your right leg, and the bottom of the triangle is your left thigh. Now, for some people, that's going to feel too strong. It just depends on you. So your body might tell you that that's not good, in which case go back to the other one or just hug your knees in. And just breathe and just enjoy that stretch. So each time you breathe out, just allow yourself just to release into that piriformis. If you want a stronger stretch, you can flex the right foot and push the right knee away from your body down towards the left foot. But that's very strong. And then we'll gently release that and come out. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So either stage 1, or if you want stage 2, left ankle on the right knee, and then draw that right thigh into the body. So see if you can not brace too much into the arms and the shoulders. So just relax. Use a strap if you want to. And breathe. So remember the power of your breath. So each time you breathe out, just give yourself permission to let go into that left side. Just feel it just gently releasing. So we're only at 80%. This shouldn't feel uncomfortable. It'll feel strong, but not uncomfortable. And then gently lowering down and coming out. Okay, so we'll just hug the knees in again and have a little rock and a circle. So as with last week, we're building strength and resilience in the body and in the mind, but we're treating ourselves gently and kindly and just working with the body. And then we're going to lower the feet back down onto the floor. So have the feet quite close up towards the body. So maybe just about a foot's length away from your bottom. And the palms can be facing with the backs of the hands against the floor and the palms facing up towards the ceiling at the side of your body. That's it. And we're just going to do an upper back stretch. So the first time we do it, we're actually going to do it the wrong way, just so you can feel the difference. So just lying there as you are, just lift the arms up towards the ceiling and then down above your head, and the palms are facing down and the back of the hands facing up. Okay, and just, you might not be able to touch the floor above your head. Don't worry if you can't, just have the hands there and then come back. Okay, so you might have felt a little bit of a stretch in the upper back and the shoulders, but this time we're going to engage the core and we're going to stop the small of the back from arching up. So it's going to be a much stronger movement. So push the small of your back, that little part by your waist, push it into the mat, and you'll feel your abdominals engage there around your navel area. Okay, and keep that pushed in as we do this again and we use the breath. So as we breathe in, the fingertips up towards the ceiling, breathe out, palms down, keep pushing that lower back. Don't worry if you can't touch the floor. And we're just going to hold and breathe. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And on the next in-breath, fingertips up towards the ceiling, breathe out, fingertips down towards the floor. Okay, so we're going to continue this just for a couple more minutes with some core strength work. So if you just like to pop your fingertips with the palms down just under that space here that can arch up. So it's under your waist, so your elbows are out to the side. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, then don't worry too much about it. Just see if you can have your awareness under that waist area. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to do a little bit of core work with the awareness into those core muscles. So we've got this amazing band of muscles that helps to keep us strong. It helps to support the spine. And if it's weak, that area, then it can cause us all sorts of trouble. So we're just going to really activate that area. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, draw the navel down towards the spine, just about 20% of your maximum. And also just draw the pelvic floor like you're holding for the loo, just draw that in about 20%. But make sure that you don't create an arch in your lower back. That's it. And we're going to keep that switched on now. So just breathe in and out normally, but keep that engagement. Okay, so there are your core muscles. And then we're going to lift up your right leg. We did this last week. So just so that your shin is parallel to the floor, and then down and lift up the left leg. So keep the knee bent. So knees are bent. That's it. And then down. So for some people, this may be enough and you'll feel your core working. Now, either just continue like that, or if you want to, lift both feet up and start to do a cycling movement. So keep the core switched on. Keep that small of the back, push down into the floor, and just doing a bit of a cycle movement so you're extending the legs out. So it's not just up into the air, you're actually taking the legs down towards the floor. If you're not sure, just take a look at me. So for some people, this might be too strong at the moment, and see if you can slow it down. So the faster you do it, the easier it is. That's it. And then we'll do it the opposite way. It's much harder. So whichever way you're pushing forwards, make it go backwards. That's it. Rest when you need to and hug your knees in. If you haven't done much core strengthening work lately, then that might just be enough for you. Hug your knees in and that will do. And then pause, lower the feet down and give yourself a nice hug in again. Circle into the sacrum. And then take yourself over onto your tummy. And we're going to just go into the crocodile for a moment, just to release off the lower back. So take your toes out to the side and bring your heels in. Your feet are really wide as your mat. And then see if you can pop your hands one on top of the other and rest your forehead down on your fingers with your elbows out. So you've got a nice rotation in the hips and your back is nice and long and extended. So I'm just going to come and talk to you while you just lie there for a moment. That's it. And just see if you can breathe deeply in, right down into your belly. Feel your belly expand onto the floor. And then breathe out and soften the body and let go. And we're going to do 5 of those breaths. So this is the deep abdominal breath. You push that diaphragm down as you fill the lungs, right down at the bottom of the lungs. Expand the belly, expand, expand, and then breathe out and let the body relax. And see if the next time you breathe in, you can feel that breath into the back, into the lower back there that you've just been working. Feel that just subtly expand as well, breathing in. And then breathe out and relax the body. Feel the back just letting go. And then one more breath. And then from here, just draw the legs in a little bit and bring yourself into the child. So taking your bottom back towards your heels. You can pop yourself a pillow or a blanket underneath your chest if you need to, but we are going to be just walking the hands across. So if you're not sure, then hopefully you can see me. And we're just going to walk the hands over towards the right a little bit. So the top of the body is just going over. See if you can keep the neck long. So try not to jolt your neck. And then take a breath into that left side of the lung and the rib cage. Expand that left side. And breathe out. Walk the hands back to center. And we'll go over towards the left. Just as much as is comfortable, and then take a deep breath in. Feel the right side of the rib cage and the lung expand. And then as you breathe out, coming back to the center. We'll just have 3 more deep breaths here. So breathing in, expand the belly, feel that breath into the back of the body and the lower back, and then soften and relax on the out breath. And then coming up when you're ready. Just uncurling and coming up. Okay, grab a drink if you need one. We're going to move straight on to the cobra and or the snake. So this posture that we're going to work with is really brilliant for strengthening your core, and it works particularly with these muscles here, which are part of your core muscles, and they help to keep your spine nice and strong, but they also help to keep your nervous system healthy, because if that area is all healthy, then that helps with your nerves, because as you know, there's a lot of nerve endings in the spinal cord here. It's also good for posture. So if you're spending a lot of time on a computer or whatever, then it's great to do this. So we're going to take it step by step. And as with everything else we've done tonight, they'll come to a stage where you won't want to go any further. And it's really important that you just don't push too hard with this posture, because it's very strong in its final stages. So you want to get the most out of it and all the benefits of the strengthening, the posture, and this lovely massage into the front of the body, but you don't want to go too strong or you will probably pull something, okay? But we've got lots of different people here, you're all at different stages, and so there's hopefully something for everybody. Okay, so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to show you the last 4 stages, just so that you can visually see them, and then we're going to work through it together. So I'm going to take it, in fact, I'll just take it through the 7 stages. It will only take me a few seconds. If you just watch, and then you'll understand better when we do it together. Okay, so I don't very often do a demo on Zoom, but I think because it's something new and different and we've got lots of people here tonight, I just wanted you to see it. So hopefully a lot of it will look really familiar. So if you'd like to start on your tummies and have your arms stretched out, so everybody should be able to do this. The reasons why some people may not want to or may not be able to progress to higher levels is if you've got a hiatus hernia, you don't want to put too much pressure here. So anything past the Sphinx will be too much. Also, if you get sciatica or a lot of lower back pain or your core is quite weak, anything past the Sphinx is not going to be good for you. And also if you've had recent abdominal surgery, obviously, because it's going to put too much strain on the belly. Okay, so just use that as your guide and go as far as you want. So pop your forehead on the floor, stretch those arms out. Make sure you've got plenty of space. The backs of your feet are on the floor. And you've got a nice long neck all the way through this posture, every stage. So begin by relaxing the buttocks, which is quite hard. So you don't want your gluteals working here. There will be a little bit of engagement, but we want to keep the gluteals off. And you're just drawing in your pelvic floor and scooping your navel up towards your tummy. So you've got that engagement like we did before. And then on an in-breath, just lift the body up as much as you can without losing contact at all with the floor, with your forearms and your hands. And you keep looking down, so there's a length into the neck. And you can just breathe and hold that for a moment so that the neck stays long. You're not crunching into the back of the neck, so you won't be able to see very far. And then breathe out and lower down. Just do that one more time so you can really feel those lower back muscles. So breathe in and breathe out, switch your core on. And then on your next in-breath, lift. And feel that work. If you're not feeling that in your lower back, then you need to just adjust what you're doing because you should feel it. Have a full breath while you hold and then lower back down. Okay, so if you're happy and that felt comfortable, you can just take the hands one hand's length closer to your body, to your head. So just one hand's length, and your elbows will just go out very slightly. And all that this is going to do, just one hand's length, forehead on the floor, is it's going to allow more of your body to be able to be lifted. But the palm, this time we can straighten the arms a little as we go. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, engage your core. Breathe in again, and as you lift, this time, you can take the forearms off the floor a little. So you can straighten the arms a little, but you're just using those lower back muscles. Use your core, engage your core, that's it. Have a breath, and then lower back down. That's it, come down. Hopefully you can feel that. The next stage, you're going to put your fingers just by the sides of your eyes and your elbows are out. So I'm just showing you here. I'm not actually doing this. I'm by the screen so I can see you all. Okay, so this is the one where we're going to do the Sphinx. So your forehead's on the floor and the elbows are going to come under your shoulders here. So scoop those abdominals and then on the next in-breath, lift, push the sternum out, draw the elbows under your shoulders. Nice straight line between the elbows and the index finger. So imagine a Sphinx. That's it. And make sure that your buttocks, your gluteals are not engaged. You're actually just lifting from the sternum. Keep the neck long. Keep the neck long. So you're only just looking past your fingertips. And then relax down. So we're just gonna, from here, we're gonna go back into the child for a moment and just lengthen out and stretch. So you may already feel that quite strongly in your lower back, particularly if you're not used to using your core that much. So if that's the case, you might now want to go into the crocodile. You might want to go back and just do stage 1, 2, and 3 again. If you want to progress onto the cobra, then we're just going to carry on with those stages, just for those of you who feel ready to have a bit more of a challenge and have got a strong core. But otherwise, just do stage 1, 2, and 3, and then take yourself into your crocodile. Okay, so from here, I'm going to skip out stage 4, and we're just going to go straight into the cobra. So pop your hands under your shoulders. So this is much stronger. It's not for everybody. So I'm hoping that some of you are doing your own thing now while we do this. So breathe, your forehead's on the floor. Breathe in. As you breathe out, engage your core. And then on your next in-breath, we lift. Relax the shoulders, strong back bend, and the navel is still in contact with the floor, which is quite difficult. So we've just got a strong back bend. And keep the neck long, push into the palms, and then breathe out and release. We're going to go back into the child again. Stretch out that back. So if you've been doing your own thing or you've been doing some of those earlier stages, just take yourself back into your child for a moment. You might want to take the knees wide and keep the feet together and just give that back a lovely stretch. This is a nice way to lengthen and stretch the back muscles. Use the breath. Really take the breath into the lower back. And then coming back down onto your tummy. So if you're quite new to yoga, or you know that you do have a little bit of a tweaky lower back, take yourself into the crocodile now and do some deep abdominal breath. If you want to continue with the snake, then we're going to pop the forehead on the floor and take the fingers together and put the knuckles of the thumbs into the base of your spine, where the just before the bottom of the sacrum. So there's like the sacral joint there, just below your pelvis. And then breathe in. As you breathe out, engage your core. And then on your next in-breath, without the hands, just using your lower back muscles, lift. And then on an out breath, coming down. I'm just checking whether anybody's actually doing this. Yeah, you are. That's all right. I was thinking, what if everybody's already decided to start at an earlier stage? But no, there's a couple of you there still going. So we're going to do one more, and this is much stronger, I think, than all the other stages. So keep those hands there, and this time we're going to release the hands and bring them forwards. So forehead on the floor. On the out breath, engage the core. And then on the in breath, we'll start with lifting. Bring the hands out to the side. And then on the out breath, bring them forwards and then lower down. And we're going to go straight back into the child again. And you might just want to do the normal child this time. It does give a stronger stretch to the back. You could pop a cushion or a blanket under your forehead. So just lay in the hands at the side of the body. And again, let's do a couple of deep breaths right into the back. That's it. And then when you're ready, after a couple of breaths, just coming up. Now, at this point, you may want to do one of two things. So you may either want to lie on your back and hug your knees in again. You might want to go into the crocodile and do a few breaths there. Or you may want to do the cat, which can be quite nice after we've just worked. So just do whichever feels good for you, just to give that lower back a little bit of a stretch after we've worked it. So you could do the cat, or you could come down into the crocodile and do another 3 breaths there. or just hug the knees in. And then once you've done that, getting yourself ready for a relaxation. I think we've worked quite hard today on the core. If anybody has any questions ever, or has any issues or little niggles after any of this that we've done, please message me, phone me, email me, whatever. I know that you will do that. So then getting yourself ready for a wonderful relaxation. As far as I'm concerned, one of the most important parts of being strong and resilient is to give ourselves time to reset, recharge, relax, and switch off. Because if we can't do that, then we're always busy in our minds and our bodies. So dim the lights if you need to, do anything to make yourself super comfortable. Just take care of yourself and make sure that you're warm and cozy. Don't forget to pop a cushion under your knees if you need to. So particularly because we have been working the lower back, you might find that having a cushion or a blanket rolled up is a good thing to do. So just lying either on your back or on your tummy, if you prefer to sit, then making sure that it's a really comfortable and supported seated position. If you're in a bedroom and you find that lying on a bed or something similar is more comfortable, then by all means do that. I know a floor can be a bit drafty sometimes. And then in the way that you know how, just take a moment or two just to settle yourself. Just settle yourself. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. You might even want to just silently say to yourself that you give yourself permission. Give myself permission to just relax and let go. This is your time. There's nothing right now that you need to do. Nowhere that make any last adjustments. If you're feeling uncomfortable, then maybe pop a cushion in between your knees if you're lying on your side. That might help. Okay, and just take a moment to just be aware of your body. Feeling into your body, lying here right now. Feel that contact through the floor. Feel the contact of your clothing and the blanket on your body, the air on your face. Just feeling very much here and present right now. And then we're going to do a tense and relax. So begin by focusing down at your feet and gently push your heels into the floor. Just putting a bit of pressure through the feet. If your heels aren't in contact with the floor, just push down through the feet. And then breathe out and release that pressure. So you become aware of your ankles and just gently circle into the ankle joints. First one way and then the other. And then breathe out and relax the ankles and the feet. Bring your focus up into your legs and squeeze and tighten into the calves, around the knees, up into the thighs. And then softly and gently breathe out and allow the legs to feel heavy and warm. Just allowing your body to give way to gravity, feeling that warmth and heaviness, just working up with the awareness as we become aware now of the lower back, the hips. We'll just do a tiny tilt of the pelvis, so pushing the lower back into the floor just a little, and then breathe out and release. If you're lying on your side, then you can still gently tilt the pelvis, tilting, pushing down, and then breathing out and releasing. Becoming aware of your gluteal muscles and the hips, engaging all the muscles you can find there. Squeeze. And then with that soft, gentle out breath, releasing and relaxing. Become aware of your tummy. Just gently squeeze the navel back towards the spine. Hold for a moment. And then with the out breath, relax and let go. Feel your tummy, your digestive system. Relax and release. Squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. Hold for a moment. And then with the out breath, let go and relax. Open and close the palms, spread the fingers, and then take the hands into a fist. And then hold for a moment, push the fingers away, lift the arms away from the body. And then breathe out and let go. Find all the muscles you can in the face. Open your mouth, wriggle your nose, squeeze your eyes, pull lots of funny faces that nobody can see. Tense, squeeze. And then with the out breath, relax and soften the face. Release the throat. Let go into the jaw. And we're just going to go back down now to the feet and just use that amazing breath and that powerful awareness. Just beginning by breathing in to the feet, the ankles up into the calves, and then breathe out and relax even more deeply. Feel the feet and the lower legs becoming heavier and heavier. Use your awareness and your breath, breathing in all around the knees, up into the thighs and the hips. And then breathe out, soften and relax. Feel that deep connection with your awareness and your body. Taking the breath and your awareness into your belly, into your lower back. And then breathe out, soften and let go. Awareness up into the rib cage, sternum, expanding into the lungs and the collarbones, into the shoulders, and then breathe out and release. Feel your body warm and deeply relaxed as you take that awareness down through the arms, the elbows, wrists, palms, fingers and thumbs, and then breathe out and allow the arms to become even heavier. Taking that awareness and the breath up into the throat, jaw, to the temples and the cheekbones, to your eyes, that space between your eyebrows, forehead and the crown of your head. And then each time you breathe out, just allowing your neck and your face to become even more relaxed, soft, warm, soothing breath. And just take a moment to be still and quiet. And you might like to silently affirm to yourself, I am strong, I am relaxed, I am still. And And then taking your awareness up just above the crown of your head. And see if you can visualize in your mind's eye a warm golden light, like the warmth and the light of the sun on a hot summer's day. You might even be able to imagine how it feels to feel the rays of that sunlight warming your skin. And just imagine breathing rays of that light deep into every cell of your body. Each time you breathe in, drawing more and more of that light deep into every cell of your body, giving you an amazing sense of well-being and health down through your face and your throat, shoulders, arms and hands. Rays of golden healing light expanding into your heart and your chest, down into your belly, the whole of your spine illuminated with that warm golden light. Using the breath to send rays of light down through your legs, your ankles, to the soles of your feet and the tips of your toes. Take a deep breath in. Breathe that strength, that stillness and that warmth deep into your heart and anchor it there to take forward with you. And then as you sigh the breath out, just becoming aware of your body lying again on your mat, feeling that solid contact into your body, the awareness of warmth and coolness, the air on your skin. And start to think about stretching and wriggling, moving, taking your time. Just listening to your body and seeing how it might like to move. You might like to stretch your arms overhead, maybe hug your knees in. Just give yourself permission to take your time. You might even just want to continue lying there and not pay me any attention whatsoever, which is totally fine. If you do want to sit up and that feels like the right thing to do, then you could take yourself onto your side and then support yourself gently into a sitting position, or maybe stay lying down and just rub those palms and create a little bit of warmth and energy there. And just take that for these last few moments to your face or wherever you need it. I'll just leave you with some wise words from Socrates himself. You may have heard me say this one before. And he said, if you would seek health, then look first to your spine. So thank you for doing some good spine work tonight. Thank you for joining me. It's lovely to see you all. I hope you have a good sleep, a good week, and I'll see you again soon, and namaste.